Hey everyone, it's that math magician. On this video, we're going to take a look at angles, but more specifically, we're going to look at complementary angles. And I'd like to go through an example problem for how you can solve for an unknown value in a complementary angle. If you haven't yet watched my introduction to complementary angles, I'd go ahead and watch that video first so you have a better understanding of what complementary angles are. But if you have watched it, then let's go ahead and jump right into this example problem here, where I have a 90-degree right angle that has been cut. We see that that line from B to D there is cutting my angle, and now I have two different portions of my right angle. So let's first, though, talk about the right angle. Notice that we have angle ABC. ABC is a 90-degree right angle. How do I know that? Well, I know that from that little box there down at the angle. Remember, whenever you see a little box there on an angle, that indicates that that angle is a right angle and that it equals 90 degrees. It is a complementary angle. So I'm going to go ahead and just write down that fact real quick, that the measure of angle ABC equals 90 degrees. That's pretty important for us. But now let's look about what's really happening here with the angle ABC. Notice that angle ABC is cut into two different parts. And I'm going to go ahead and highlight them in two different parts so we can see that. Notice that ABC is cut into ABD, and then it's also cut into DBC. Notice those two different angles there are forming that 90-degree right angle that we're calling ABC. So I have those two portions that are forming our 90-degree angle. So if I think about it, I probably could write it this way. I could write that the measure of angle ABD plus the measure of angle DBC, well, together those two angles are going to form our 90-degree right angle. We see that. The reason why we see that is because we know that the green angle and our blue angle here, together they're forming our angle ABC. So together, when we add them, they add up to 90 degrees. Well, notice that I do know the value of one of the angles. I know that angle DBC does in fact equal 31 degrees. But I don't know the value for my angle ABD. If we look and see, that angle is labeled here in my orange X. I don't know what that value is, and that's actually what this problem is asking us to solve. We want to solve for X. Well, if I look at what I'm writing here, I know that X plus 31 degrees has to equal 90 degrees because those two angles form our 90-degree angle. They're complementary. So if we look now at what I just wrote, we have an equation that we can solve. X plus 31 degrees equals 90 degrees. I can definitely figure out what that missing angle is. To solve it, I think all I have to do is subtract 31 degrees on both sides. By doing that, those 31 degrees are going to zero out, and then I'm just going to be left with the fact that X equals 90 degrees minus 31 degrees. Well, that's going to give me 59 degrees. So I know my missing angle here is 59 degrees. That's how you solve this complementary angle problem. I knew one part of the angle was 31 degrees. I knew the other part forming this 90-degree angle would have to add to 31 to make 90 degrees. So set up your equation and then solve for your variable. It's that math magician, and I'll see you on the next video.